Welcome back to the channel and welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage. Today is all about an opportunity for me to say thank you to all of you, the subscribers and supporters of my channel, Mark's Garage. And as fast as life goes by, a lot of times we don't take that time to just say thank you, and that's what today's video is all about. Here's a little story about my YouTube channel. So this is February of 2024, and I'm returning from a short trip from Arizona, and I'm just a couple of months into retirement when I thought, why don't I rev up, if you will, the content on my YouTube channel, tell some stories about what's going on in Mark's Garage, and develop a little strategy about some things, develop a logo. And so I actually shared my thoughts about this with our friends and neighbors out there in Arizona, Patrick and Jodell Flaherty, on the way to the airport. They were giving me a ride, and they liked it. They thought that's pretty cool. So thank you guys for listening to my thoughts and positive responses. And the goals at that point were, could I possibly get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours? That seemed like an awful lot to accomplish back then. And so let's fast forward to October 2024, just last month. And I received a nice email from YouTube congratulating me on achieving 1,000 subscribers to my channel. And of course, that's one of the benchmarks needed for monetization. And today, November 4th, I received in the mail from AdSense my PIN, my personal identification number, so I could verify my address and take another step toward monetization. So I'm thinking that perhaps in another month or two, I'll probably receive my first payment from YouTube, and what I'm hoping for is that it is enough to purchase a case of Coors Banquet beer, one of my favorite beverages, or really I should take my wife out for dinner, I suppose. That would be a better move, wouldn't it? All right, I'd like to share with you just another quick story about a return visit I had to Arizona. This would have been in March of 2024, and another neighbor of mine, his name is Rook, he just recently purchased a 2024 Honda Trail 125, and I thought, this would be a perfect little story to talk about this bike. They were hard to come by, so I walked over, I talked to Rook and asked if we could do a little video story about his new Honda, and he was all good with that. So I came back with my iPhone and we just spontaneously shot some footage there in his driveway. And I just looked here before doing this recording, and there's over 21,000 views of that particular video. So I want to thank Rook for his just being open to and trusting me to do a little story on YouTube, and that's awesome. I'll put a little link in the description here for that particular video, but that's, I think, what really got things going. So a big thank you and a shout out has to go to folks related to my family, and it starts with my wife Sarah and her putting up with all the things that I'm doing and making these movies. Really appreciate that. There's my brother Matt, and Matt, thank you for watching most of my videos. Matt's friends as well as my friends in the Buena Vista area, Shawn and Angie and Mike and Jody and all the others. Thank you guys for checking in and watching what's going on. Joel, you too. And Annie and Dave up in Sherwood, Wisconsin, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, thank you guys for watching my channel and really appreciate that. Thank yous go out to the Group 66 Motorcycle Club, my friends there, my fellow riders there, and that certainly starts with the Cardinals. That's Lou and Jeff, and then there's a whole host of others. I think about Dave out in Colorado. Thank you, Dave. And Keith and Ken, Ed Foy, who watches all of the videos. I know that. Umberto, Tim, Rich, Greg, Tom, the rest of you guys. Really appreciate that so much. Some other local friends certainly deserve a shout out, and former neighbors. That would be the Ritterlings. So, Verl, thank you for watching. Your sons, of course, Mark and Michael, really appreciate that. Another neighbor would be Todd Thiel. Thank you, Todd, for checking in once in a while. Really appreciate that. So, I'd like to give a shout out to all my friends and co-workers at Windmill Slatwall Products. That certainly starts. The top of the list is Jay Hochfeld, and him founding the company and trusting in me to work for him for all those years. Really appreciate that, and just thank you guys for all the support and watching my videos. Well, my YouTube channel friends, especially on the Goldwing side, the Honda Goldwing side, get a big shout out, and that starts off with Chris from Cruiseman's Garage. You're a true leader in the field, for sure. Thanks for your support, for your guidance along the way, and really appreciate that. There's Robert White and Robert White Moto. Great person, for sure. Mac at Gold Rider 1. Thank you, Mac, for all your comments. Tom at Tom's Goldwing Adventures. Larry at Goldwing Moments, and many others. Thank you guys for all your great support. So not too long ago, I was running some errands in Sheboygan. I was at the local Walmart. So I come out, and I notice a rider on a Honda Goldwing motorcycle. I had on my Honda sweatshirt, my Honda hat. And this rider had circled back around close to where I was parked. And he wanted to chat for a minute, and he introduced himself. This was Rodney from Howards Grove, Wisconsin. He says he follows me on YouTube and really appreciates what I'm doing there. So thank you, Rodney. Appreciate your support. There's a few other YouTube channels that really appreciate developing some knowledge about them and their channels. They're very successful. That would be Marauders Michelli. Really appreciate all his comments. Andy over in England. He's with the Macedon Flyer, and he has just a lot of great content on motorcycle reviews and news. So appreciate that, fellows. Thank you very much. So over the years, I've developed some very nice friendships with the power sports dealers across Wisconsin that I've worked with, and I wanted to give them a shout out here and also a thank you. And we'll start with Mike down at Port Yamaha, Port Washington, Wisconsin. It's been great working with you, Mike. Thank you for everything you've done and for following me on the channel. We've got John and Kevin down at Southeast Sales, a longtime Honda dealer in Milwaukee. You guys have been great to work with. Thank you. We've got Kevin at Action Power Sports, and Kevin has been in the industry for a long time, worked at a number of dealers, but Kevin is just a terrific resource and a great person to work with for sure. Thank you, Kevin. And we've got Triumph of Waukesha. So they're the Triumph dealer in Milwaukee, and so we've got Rhett in sales and Victor in service. Thank you guys for all that you're doing. And lastly, here right in Elkhart Lake, Wolf Motorsports and Josh, just a terrific resource, great service tech and person to connect with for all kinds of things. So thank you, Josh. In April of 2023, our Group 66 Motorcycle Club did a ride down to Texas. Actually, we flew there and then rented bikes, and the bike that I rented was owned by Benoit, and I got to rent his bike. And I can tell you that through that trip, I'll put a link, by the way, in the description for that particular ride video. But as a result of that trip, was able to develop a nice friendship with Benoit, and he's a great quality person and got a great family. And so thank you, Benoit, for your help during that trip. And so with the content that I'm posting about the Triumph Scrambler 400X, I've developed some followers really from all over the world. So from Australia to Europe and to India. So thanks to all of you who are connecting with me on that content. Really appreciate that. So the videos that I put on my channel for the Yamaha FJR have a lot of interest and following all over the world, but locally here too. And I want to give a shout out to Scott. Scott was the original owner of the motorcycle, the first owner. I'm the second, and Scott was very helpful in sharing some information for me about the history and things that he did and worked on. And I know that Scott misses the FJR quite a bit. And so, Scott, I'll let you know that if you really want it back, we can work that out. No problem. So thanks for your support. So thank you all for your participation, your support, your subscribership to my YouTube channel, Mark's Garage. And so I think what we can do now is maybe set some new goals. And I'm not sure what those are going to be yet, but we'll have to give that some thought. And so let's make today's video a wrap. And as you know, how I end these videos is, as always, and until next time, take care and thank you.